Y'all put it
What
up
is
for you.
love? Baby, don't hurt me.
Me. Don't hurt me. You whore. That's how it goes, right? I don't think so. I think it's no more. I prefer you whore. I need to use some personal grooming.
Yeah, I gotta go get my sides trimmed up.
All right, back to the
Oh.
Twilight Zone. You ready? Welcome to Pocket J. We're going strong. I'm if I can't fucking
I'm
talk.
Ben's. You're
Me Ben, ye y'all, we fun. My name's Jefferson. I'm your co-host with my buddy Joel. And this is a podcast where we talk about making extra money online, part-time, full-time, I guess when we retire. So in 20 years.
or
We'll
never.
figure that out. There you go. That you're gonna make that guy happy. That was a nice puff there. All right, hey Joel, how's it going?
It's going good. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another great show here, where we're basically just going to go through what we did this week and things we learned to try to help you out, things we're trying, and of course, talk about our other episodes called Pick or Path that you guys really need to check out if you're not checking those out. And just pass on some knowledge that we're gaining here and just talk through some things. So, looking forward to it. What's up on the agenda first time, either today, this morning, today, this afternoon, this evening, or tonight?
It's Tuesday. No, it's not. I'm just making sure.
It's not.
You're
Wait a
throwing me
minute.
off for all these different times.
Are
of day.
we still in the Twilight Zone?
Yeah, so when I sent him the invite. I'm sitting here just staring at myself, which is not bad because good looking fella. And then he texts me. He's like, I said, where are you? And he's like, I'm in here. Where are you? I'm like, you're not here. I sent a picture of my screen. Then he sent me a picture of his screen, which is my room, without me in the chair. I don't know how that was happening. It's the craziest thing.
Not either.
He went to
We're
an
both
alternate
logged on.
universe. And the guy's just as messy as me. So
And the thing said, it said my show. I
Yeah.
was like, mine, wrong one?
yeah,
That
no.
was weird. You know, what might have happened, and I don't know, is I went to the other link tonight, the one that you usually copy and paste and send to me rather than the My Show one.
Ah,
Because, you know, you started doing that because I wasn't getting the My Show.
Right.
I'm getting the My Show again, but I went to the other one. I don't know. But it was like a whole different universe. It was like Ben's room, literally,
my
but
chair.
he wasn't sitting there. It was just his chair. We're not going to have to post these pictures.
Yeah,
Folks,
it's
I don't know.
unbelievable. It doesn't make any sense.
Maybe, and we decided the two of us are doing podcasts in a parallel universe, and somehow we got our crossed or whatever. And for him, the other Joel just hasn't showed up, and for me, the other Ben's just hasn't showed up. It's just his empty chair. He's got the same chair and the same monkeys though hanging off the TV.
Yeah, you can't get rid of perfection, right? So that's the way it goes. All right, Joel, what'd you sell this week, buddy?
Oh my gosh, I did sell this week. What did I sell? I'd have to look it up. Seriously, I sold a top. I know I sold a shirt, a lady's shirt. I sold something else. Anyway, it don't matter. It wasn't much of money. Yeah, I think I made like $12 for the whole week. So not a whole lot of anything exciting going on mine. I'm afraid to look it up and tell you exactly. You're probably like, why didn't he know what he sold? Simple truth is, between working 45 hours, doing other things I do, remodeling the house, working on my channel that's coming out soon, and then that's just part of the reason why I still have paint on my hand. And then doing eBay as well. It is a constant busyness. In fact, when I get done with this, I got to go finish recording the next episode for my YouTube channel coming out. Been working on it for a little over a year and trying to get everything going. But anyway, I know I sold a lady's top. It was done on a watcher offer. So that's my first watcher offer. I've never had a watcher take me up on an offer till this lady did.
All right.
It's a pre-owned top that I got for free. It was listed for $9.99. She put it on watch, and I ended up can't remember. I think I took like 25 or 30% off, something like that, just to see if I could sell it, because it's not. Honestly, I'm surprised it sold because the label's kind of even faded in it. So it was really pre-owned. It's in good shape fabric-wise, but the tags were a little faded. But she bought it for $6.29. I ended up clearing like it was like $5.87 after shipping and fees and all that stuff. So
Cool.
pretty cool on that, but I don't remember. It seems I can't remember the other item I sold because I sold 2 items. I did source this week really well though, but we'll get to sourcing here in a minute. But my sales, yeah. Remember, I'm in the store conversion. I'm all the time screwing with my store. I need to quit and just load stuff on.
Cool. Wow, that sounds exciting.
It is exciting.
So this
Very
week
exciting.
I had beverage sales because I was home. I had the store open. I didn't shut it down for 4 days. Ended up around $420 worth of sales on eBay and another $100 between Poshmark and Macari.
So you're getting back to where you were.
Yeah. So, I mean, and I've been listing, right? I think on the last podcast, I talked about buying those video games. I got 79 video games for $60.
Mm-hmm.
I sold 5 of them now, and I'm of profit at $89. So I'm $29 into the profit, and I still have 74 more to sell. So now I sold the best ones, the most popular ones, because they sold like that. And, but I can't complain. I'm $29 ahead. Plus, I have 75 more video games. Even if I sell them for $2 a piece, that's $150 more profit, right? They're going to sell for more than that, but pretty exciting.
That is pretty exciting. Did you do any sourcing this week?
I'm not done selling. Talking about my selling. I got my best sale.
Oh, that's right. Keep selling.
I sold another one of those Richard Petty's. I sold 2 now. This one I sold for
those die-cast cars.
Yeah, die-cast, 100th edition for Wix. I got $93 for that one. So my biggest sale of the week was $93.
Hey,
that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Decent week. And I am up 89.9%.
How many items did you end up selling for the week? So I sold 2
17
again.
on eBay and 3 elsewhere. So 20 total.
So listing the 50 things every day, kind of sort of what you've been doing, has been really picking up your sales too.
It has.
You've been selling down here as compared to your best weeks before 6-8 months ago.
Yeah.
You were selling less items, but they were higher dollar items. Now you're selling
I had
more.
one good higher dollar. Everything else was $20. But I can't complain. I could pay my rent for next month. Right. Oh, yeah. One more week, and then I gotta go travel again.
Pay my rent for next month.
Yeah. Sourcing. I didn't source this week.
Right. No wonder we staggered into a.
That's what it is. I didn't source anything because I got completely obsessed with cards. You got a bunch of cards here.
Yeah, you bought a bunch of them back. When did you buy them? Gosh, you've had them for a while.
No, I didn't buy them for the last trip. I have a bunch of cards that I bought a while ago, but like 2 weeks ago, I bought 8 boxes of 5,000. So I got 40,000 cards. Now I'm like, okay, now I bought 40,000 cards.
God.
I should probably try to sell them. So I use that Colex. You can scan stuff with your phone. I scanned so much with my phone, I had to put like icy hot on my shoulder. Doing this, I was like humpback in Notre Dame. I got through half a box of those. So I did 2,500 of those cards, and then I had 2. I only looked in the garage, and I had these football because they were all baseball. And I had some football. I scanned them, figured out the ones that were worth. I'm all back and forth on this, right? So right now, I'm anything over $1. I'm going to scan it in with the scanner that I bought. And then I'm using a program called Trading Card Scanner from Card Dealer Pro. It's a free program they have that you could, for people who just use to collect their cards. It's also the scanner that you scan the cards in, and then you pull it into Card Dealer Pro. So, before the show, I wanted to make sure I tried the Card Dealer Pro. So I signed up for the 500 cards in a month, and I follow Kerry, American Arbitrage Cards. He's on the Trusted Cast. I knew he had to have a code, so I went and signed him down, found his code, Arbitrage, I think it was, and I added that to it, so I get 500 extra scans. So for the first month, I'll get 1,000 scans, and I scanned like 1,200 cards. So I have a 7-day free trial, so I'll probably cancel that 7-day free trial because I'm a dick, and get 1,000 cards on eBay for free to see if it works.
I'm a dick.
Yeah, I did it before the show. I had 45 wrestling cards. So I had a file of the resin cards. I sucked them into the Dealer Pro, and it went through. It found every single one of those cards except for one. He couldn't locate, which then I had to name that one. But all the other 44 of the 45, it filled the whole eBay listing out. And all I had to do is decide the price I wanted to charge for it. And if you were, say, doing cards that you want to sell for $2, you can just put $2 in before when you first load it up. It makes them all $2. Then all you have to do is suck it in there, and then makes a CSV file that you uploaded to eBay, and then boom, eBay posted it. So I made the CSV file, saved it to my desktop, went in, you followed the directions, 3 clicks into eBay, found the uploaded it. And it was so fast, I thought it didn't work. Like, oh, complete. It didn't do anything.
Now, quick question on that. If you're going to do something like that, though, because you're talking about how you did it.
Yeah.
I want to back up a minute, because you're getting this program, you're trying it out. We're sharing it here with our listeners and our viewers, Car Dealer Pro, and it does all this stuff for you. But can you list cards like that just on eBay standard, or do you have to upgrade your eBay account?
All right. So the cards fall into those 10,000 free extra listings. So I can add 10,000 cards. Well, I can add about 9,200 cards because I have about 800 videotapes and stuff that fall into that already. So I don't have to upgrade my account. But if I do go to the next level, which I'm going to have to soon, because I'm at like 800 regular items that uses every month, unless it starts selling really fast, which I don't see that happen. If I go to the next level, instead of paying the 21, it'll be $60, $59.90. Then I'll get 5,000 regular listings and 50,000 free. I could get 50,000 cards listed on there and not take up any of my listings. As soon as I upload them, I went and checked that. I'm like, okay, is this or is it that? And I went in, and you can go the listings that are in the free, and then take the item number and look it up, and it was one of those cards. Actually, it was like 10 of those cards. So
that's pretty cool.
Yeah. So it's not even, I don't even have to upgrade my store to get to 10,000 cards.
So we went from sourcing to what we learned this week, ladies and gentlemen. Did you notice how we flipped that right away?
Well, no, because I didn't source. And the reason I didn't source is because I spent the whole week doing this. I spent all my time sorting cards.
Yeah, but you don't need to.
I don't need to sort.
Well, froze over. You don't need.
I bought 40,000 cards. I'm like, oh, that's a lot of cards. And then I started looking at this closet over here. I got like 11 boxes of cards. I've been buying cards like crazy. And I listed some, but it was a pain, because if you're looking at something you're going to sell for $2 to $5, and then you're going to have to do it the old-fashioned way, where you go in and do all the paper, do all that stuff, the amount of time you spend listening, it eats into all your time. So I just kind of set them aside until I bought these cards. And I was scanning them. There's cards in there from 1 cent to $30 so far, I found, right? So anything that's less than 25 cents, I just throw them back in the box. And then I then took the 25 cents to $1 in one box, and then $1 to $2, and then from 3 to 5, and then 5 and above. And I've been getting a lot of 5 and above. So everything I'm listing is at least $1, just because I probably have 100 cards that are over $5. So I want to do 1,000 cards before I leave to go on my trip on 4th of July. Between now and then, I want to get 1,000 cards listed. That way I can cancel that, not pay anything for my 1,000 cards.
Because
then I invested in a $300 scanner. Even though I have a scanner here, I bought a card scanner at a thing that works, but it's for like business cards, but it would work, and it scans both sides. It's like the one that's $1,200 for $3, but it doesn't work with the program. So the program is very limited, Epson flatbed scanners, and then those other scanners. You can get to the point, like all those cards I'm putting aside, I'm going to make enough money to buy that fancy fast scanner, and then I'll run those through that. There was a little bit of investment I had to buy. I bought these boxes to put them in. I bought these ones that look like Yu-Gi-Oh or whatever that is, because they were the cheapest ones. And then penny sleeves, so you need to have them in a plastic sleeve. So I bought penny sleeves, and then you got to have the hard sleeves to ship them in. Honestly, Those are about a nickel and these are about a penny. So you're going to end up with, say, 7 cents in the packaging plus an envelope and the nickel. So you're probably going to have 20 cents in it plus the card.
So interrupt you again because I'm listening here.
Yeah.
I'm learning along
Yeah.
with everybody else. I haven't done cards. I have steered away from every time I've seen them yard sales.
Yeah.
Every time I've since way back. Every time I see them on an auction site, I steer away from them because I'm just like I got out of baseball cards, football cards, all that stuff back when I was a preteen. I've not done them, but my getting into the question here. So, if you've got like penny cards, like you were talking about 1 cent, 10 cent cards, and then you're spending
20
5
cents.
cents and 20 cents on the package, how are you going to make any money on those?
But I'm not doing those. I don't know yet. Those penny cards sell for like $1 on eBay. Because the idea behind that is it might only be worth a penny, but there might be somebody looking for that specific card to finish their set. So they sell from $1 to $1.20. Plus then it's $1.08 to ship it. I don't know how it works. Don't ask me that question. I don't
You're
know.
going to have to figure that out because at this
Mhm.
point, here's what I'm thinking, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all know me. I'm even bigger dick. I'm going, that's too much work to do to make $1. And
Right.
that's the way I look at it is because I look at it, you're still doing the same thing. Even though you're scanning, you're still basically taking pictures.
Yeah.
The program does write your stuff for you, so that does help. But and then if you sell it though, you still got to go package it up, take it out, get it to the because I don't like selling anything for less than $5.
That's probably where I need to get. Like a $5. But I posted some stuff that was $2 today. I did the math. It's going to cost me 30 cents to sell it, plus so it's going to be 20 cents for the packaging, 40 cents to sell it.
And your fees on top of that, or what?
It's 30 cents. So yeah, so you're going to end up making like $1 off a $2 card.
Hey, you've already got them, so I
Right,
mean,
that's the thing. I paid less than a half a cent per card. So the ones that aren't worth at least $1 that I'm going to sell for at least $2 or $3, I'm not messing with. I think you need to. I don't know, but I'm going to just experiment with the $2 cards and see what I make. I think I'll make about $1 after I pay everything, and I'll get experience on shipping.
Hey, experience cost.
Yeah, and I might decide this is the stupidest thing I ever did, but
There again, though, you've already got the items, so it's like your indigenous heart that we did on Pick
Yeah.
and Pass. You already own them. You're just not going to buy anymore. We keep bringing it up, ladies and gentlemen.
if you decide about cards, the one thing that with these set of cards that I did buy, the gentleman was a collector. There might be 15 different cards of a gentleman of, say, Ty Cobb. I don't know. If there were Ty Cobb cards, I'd be making more money, but I don't know any baseball players. Then I could lot those together and probably sell them, do them on the scanner, make my own thing with like 10 different cards of the same guy for like $7 or something like that. I've seen lots like that out there. I'm not trying to get to that point. I'm just trying to try this with the higher dollar stuff and see if I sell. The sell-through rate is dismal, but there are two ways to look at that, right? There's like, how many was it?
We'll save that for Pick or Pass, man.
No, but it has to do with this. We're not going to do it on Pick and Pass because we're talking about it here. But there's like 4.8 million listed and like 450,000 sold. So 500,000 sold, 5 million listed.
No, it's 1%. There's like
1%.
40 million of them and like a half
Yeah.
of
Half a million
500,000 sold. Yeah.
But that also tells me that 500,000 of them sold in 90 days. So they sell. Is there somebody buying them?
Not very well.
You just don't need to list the ones that don't sell. So
Well,
it's
that's
something
absolutely
I'm playing
true.
with this week, and I will get my 1,000 cards, put them out there, and if they don't sell, then I got a 90-day return policy on my scanner. I can send it back.
So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. He's definitely being the guinea pig for you on this. It does seem like an easy way to list stuff because you got the scanner, you got the program, you can list them. But here's the thing. I mean, we're going to wait and see how it works out for you before I dive into it. 'Cause we know when I dive into something, it takes an abysmal dive anyway.
Exactly. Don't jump into it, man. Let me
so-
sell a few first. Let me pay for my scanner. But look, so I did. It said the scanner you can do 400 cards in an hour. I'm new to it. I timed myself and I did it again today. I was able to do 150 cards in an hour. So the 45 that I listed, right? So say that took me 20 minutes to scan. It took me 5 minutes to list. So it took me 25 minutes. So it took me a little over a half a minute per card to get them listed. The other thing that I think this might help with is getting 50 things listed a day consistently forever. So if you think about it, if you could do 50 of them in 20 minutes, then you do
Yeah.
50. I can do this every Sunday. I could sit down and do 350 cards and then put them out there to go Monday through Sunday and then get 50 listings a day
And are
on
you
top of
hoping that's
everything else
going to
I'm doing.
bring people into your store?
Exactly. I don't know. It's all about making sure that you're active with the algorithm. I don't know that the algorithm is going to know the difference between a card and a Monet painting. I don't think it will. I think it'll just know, oh, he's listing 50 plus a day, every day.
I have a point
Consistently,
there.
it depends. If there's a 1% sell-through rate, you'd have to get to 50,000 cards to sell
I got to do some math on this. Okay, so
100 a day.
I'm just gonna do this. So let's say you want to make $1,000 a month. Let's just do some easy math here. I'm gonna bring up my calculator so I can actually do this. If you want to make $1,000 a month, okay, and with a 1% sell-through rate, so we divide that by 0.01. You got to list 100,000 of these a month. So we divide that by
If I'm selling them
30.
all for $1.
So you need roughly 3,333 cards a day.
Yeah, but
So so I'm just doing some math here. You know how I am with math,
I know, but
and I get that selling for $1.
yeah,
I get it, but it's still the majority of them. If I know anything about baseball cards, which I don't, but my bet is that there's less and less the more it goes up in numerical value. There's less and less of those. And yes, those are going to sell faster because they're higher dollar cards, but there's less and less of those to sell. I don't think you're going to find 1,000 $30 cards. I don't think you're going to find 1,000 $10 cards in a month. You might, but I think that's getting kind of lucky.
I am.
It's something
I'm
for
gonna
us
try
to
it out.
try
Well,
here,
I will report
and
back.
keep our listeners engaged on what, if that's easy to list. And here's the thing too, my old adage, old school way of thinking, the easier something is, generally the less it's worth. But you've already got 50,000 cards probably. So
I got more than that.
good Lord. Ladies and gentlemen, here's the thing. We're going to post some point, we're going to post the storage unit address Ben's has. And you can just drive up with your trailer and he'll tell you if you'll buy it for $1 or not.
I got no more room. I have to get another storage unit. I can't
He'll
afford
get
that.
another one. He'll get another storage unit.
No, not me.
I'm picking at you a little bit, buddy.
But it's a new thing, and I'm excited about it. Which
yeah.
I can stay excited for a week and get 1,000 of them out there and never do it
I
again.
know. You can. You're like that dog on the movie Up.
Yeah. Well, shiny object. And I've been listening to other stuff too, because then I kind of got sidetracked on this. But everything I had, today's the last day of everything I had listed. So I'm going to list cards the next 2 days, and then go back to doing my regular stuff.
Well, I'll give you guys an update on Frugal Deals. Frugal Deals is in conversion. You've heard me talking about it. I have been sourcing this week as well. I am sourcing a couple things. I'm dealing with jewelry, and because jewelry is actually catching on big on eBay. A lot of it, you can do the certification thing now. I'm going to be looking at getting the metal tester. I found one that I'm eyeballing right now. It's actually on an auction on eBay. I'm not going to give you the auction number because I don't trust you guys.
This will probably be out. If it's a 7-day auction, this will be out well near the end of it. You're right. Don't tell.
It'll tell me if it's gold, if it's silver, if it's anything like that, so that I can certify it there and take a picture of it. So I'm trying to get into that, and I'm also trying to expand my art gallery because I'm trying to move away from ladies' clothes. I don't look good modeling them, ladies and gentlemen. It's not a good look for me to try to sell them.
If you think he's hairy up here. Anyway, Sasquatch, man. He's a Sasquatch.
So here's the thing.
We
I'm
always wear
actually
the
because
Speedo when we go to the pool. It's crazy.
we have talked about Ben's is doing the one concept. Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing in my hand. What was it, Raj? He did that on the Big Bang Theory. He did that experimental
Yeah.
medicine. He's doing this, and he's like, "Well, it's got some side effects." Anyway, what was I saying?
You
You're
changed it, you
doing
should have.
that whole expand your store thing to get a lot of items, and I'm doing the rifle approach, and we're trying to see over the next 6 months which one. I think we're both going to do well at it. I think it's going to be significantly different in store structure
Oh, yeah.
because it's two different. We talked about it on our last episode. So go back and listen to that, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not going to go through the whole concept again, but go back and listen to it again if you're interested in reselling. Now, again, thanks you guys who are listening to us to figure out what items that you want to collect. I mean, that's great too. We love that. I don't have all the storage that Ben's has. It's just Ben's and his wife in a great big house. I have a whole family here, so I'm limited to my storage area, especially my climate controlled storage area. So, but I wouldn't mind to get into baseball cards too, football cards, whatever, if they're worth anything. But right now I'm not seeing it. But Ben's is going to try it out for us and see if it is. Ladies' clothes has been good to me, but I am leaving it. I am not going to be buying any more ladies' clothes or getting any more ladies' clothes unless they get dumped on my doorstep. Then I will list them. I'll go through them and list them. But I'm not seeking them. I'm not sourcing them. I'm sourcing jewelry. I'm sourcing art because the art doesn't sell as fast. If you go look at art, unless it's like some special piece, but decor is even less, but we can go through that on Pick or Pass. You expect to hold on to art piece for anywhere from 6 to 12 months. That's what I'm seeing on eBay, but they sell for higher dollars and they cost more to package. Those are things. If I get to where I was selling one piece of art a week, that would be great. Just because it's a higher dollar item. And then I'm really dealing right now kind of in the costume jewelry kind of arena and trying to get into the more valuable pieces, but it is what it is. I'm not going to go to any funerals and rip rings off a dead lady's fingers.
A great problem.
I've heard of guys doing that. That's actually a thing now. They in this area the funeral homes do not put rings on people's fingers until they're ready to close the casket because people going by the casket have been known to steal the rings off their fingers. That's kind of sad. But there again, why would you bury somebody with a gold wedding band or selling grandma's ring?
Dang, man. I thought I didn't have feelings. This guy doesn't care.
Well, this grandma's gone and done with it. Why bury it 6 feet in the dirt? It's valuable. Keep it and give it to somebody in the family's as an engagement ring to pass on or sell it. I mean, but anyway, so I have been doing quite a bit of sourcing. Boxes have been showing up at my doorstep. I am officially, though, for this week or actually until the first Tuesday of July, I'm officially out of money, so I can't source anymore until then. It is what it is. We're going to be going through the transition month in July, switching over. Don't worry, I'm going to keep the old items on there, the clothes and stuff like that. I'm just going to kind of shift that a little to the side. It's not going to be at the top of my storefront. I'm going to focus on art. So I'm going to try to take that rifle approach, the art gallery and the jewelry, and see if we can start getting to where we build up to the 620 items, which will be 20 items a day?
Mm-hmm.
Can't remember. So that we can do that and see how that rifle approach works. I am going to have to upgrade my store. So I'm going to have to go up to the 1,000 by the end of July. So I'll be doing that and upgrading the store to where Ben's is now. Of course, Ben's is going to be upgrading his to the next level.
Yeah.
So,
by the end of July, I'll be up to the next level myself.
Stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen, as we go through this process here where Ben's just lists like crazy Ben's. That's what we're going to nickname him. Crazy Ben's. We got a guy around here called Crazy Kevin Powell. And he talks about how much inventory he has on his lots for sale.
Pretty used car salesman. Come on. Oh, we got good deals. And we'll give you a stuffed frog. Remember that in the 80s? They always gave you like a stuffed animal with the car.
Give you
like that was
something,
gonna make you buy the car.
Free black and white TV.
Yeah, exactly. Toaster oven. Just for test driving. Just show up. We'll give you a toaster oven. We don't care. We bought a whole truckload.
Banks did that stuff for the 80s if you opened an account with them. No. cheap as they be. Tell you what, Biz, I said, if you'll go right now, look at our store, buy the most expensive item, we'll give you the cheapest item for free.
There you go. One free penny card.
At least mine's worth like $5. One free penny card. He'll give you 2.
I'll give you a box. I don't care at this point.
He'll give you a whole box of penny cards if you will buy the most expensive item in his store.
I don't even know what that is.
I know what it is in mine.
Well, yeah.
It is my Elvis poster that's the original where he's on his Harley out of the magazine that's framed. That's my most valuable item in my store right now.
I don't think I have anything really super. I mean, I have like $150 painting maybe.
Okay.
Yeah. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 $150 painting. That's the most expensive thing I got. And then I got a pewter statue and then some printer inks for $100. And then it drops way down. I got nothing. If you buy the Mark McGuire commemorative plates, $19.99, set of 5 Bradford Exchange for $74.95, I will give you $75 worth of cards.
Which could be 2 cards.
Yeah, pick up $75.
No, he ain't getting rid of those. He'll give you $75 penny card.
No, any $75 worth of cards you want. Because they're never going to sell.
There you go.
It's one of those things I bought early on. Oh, yeah, plates. Don't buy plates. Stay away from plates. That's for picket pants. We'll bring that up.
Yeah, we need to bring that up. But so I've been sourcing and I'm in reconstructing the store because I let it go. I'd got rid of the pictures, bring everything back. We're taking these different approaches. Thing we learned this week, Ben's talked about learning about the cards, so that's great. I haven't really done any research this week on eBay stuff. I really haven't. Sad to say that. I've been so focused on my channel and my remodel, everything. I do need to give an update. The ugly duckling is got to be completed. I was looking the other day, and this is how long it's been since I worked on it, ladies and gentlemen, because it's workable. So I just go in there and snap my pictures and do it. It's not ever been completed. So I'm going to be trying to complete that because I really, really need to get it to where it's designed to have a fold-out table that I can lay stuff on. And so I need to get that finished up, but I thought I needed a hinge for the fold-out.
All right.
So I went to measure it to see what size hinge I would need for it, ladies and gentlemen, and by golly, or by George, or however you want to say it, guess what was laying right there beside the piece?
Oh, yeah?
A hinge. I had already bought it.
Old age, man. You start forgetting things. That's how it works.
So,
He's like, what
but the problem is my wife has already used up all my wax paper and my aluminum foil to go over my lights. So I've got to go buy more.
Yeah. What, she cooking? I mean, what is their problem?
Ladies and gentlemen, you're probably like, what is he talking about? Well, I've put in the drop-in lights, the LED drop-in lights, so I can adjust, if you saw that in the picture. But what I want to do is take and line the back over the back of it with foil and a little bit along and bring it down the sides where the light's at, and then put wax paper across the bottom there so that it lights up like a whole light bar. And that's what I want to do there. That way it gives me better lighting casting down into the light box, the oversized, joyous, ugly duckling light box. But that being said, I have sourced a piece of art, ladies and gentlemen, that may just be too big.
Yeah.
I showed it to Ben. I'm like, this thing's inches long, dude. Yeah, it's going to cost a fortune to ship. And I don't know if it will actually, it looks like it will fit width-wise. Might fit, but I'm not sure I'll be able to take the pictures. So that's going to be interesting. But that painting, I did find out, we're going to be talking about this. That painting is actually worth quite a bit of money.
Save for picking.
So, yeah. We'll save
you tell me all the time. Quit giving away free stuff.
Yeah, quit giving away free stuff. Make them watch another show.
Trying to get some decent content. If you got something that's actually worth something, it's got a decent sell-through rate, leave it for that, because, you can only sell 3 mugs.
That's the thing, ladies and gentlemen, and we need to talk about that. I think we've talked about art a little bit. We talked about specific pieces, but we can talk about art on Pig and Pass next time. We might agree to do that. Art doesn't have a great sell-through rate. It has a great high dollar rate.
It's a long tail item. You're in it for the long haul. Okay. What else do we learn? Well, probably good time for news. You ready?
Yeah, let's look at some news. Woo-hoo.
Woo-hoo.
40
News
minutes in,
time.
time to do some news.
This week,
Dude,
the
I
head
need to- we
of
need-
the eBay's collectible, Glenn Cook, announced his departure.
oh,
He's been there just shy of 2 years. There's no real reason for him to leave. He doesn't explain where he's going. He does praise the new partnership with Golden Auctions, a long-term collaboration with PSA. You know, PSA is now. There was another article about PSA taking over the vault. We knew that they sold it to PSA, so I'm not going to read that one because we already talked about that.
I bet
He
he's
doesn't
going to work
disclose
for
his future
PSA.
plan. What?
I bet he's going to work for PSA.
Maybe. I don't know. He doesn't say. He expressed enthusiasm for exploring new opportunities centered around developing high-performance teams focused on customer-driven outcomes. So he's leaving. Not a lot about it. Just know that the head of collectibles, Gene Cook.
He is either going to PSA, going to start his own, or he got caught in a compromising position with the secretary. It's one or the other.
Yeah, well, maybe
That
it has
kinda
something to do with that scandal that's going around about them where they were messing with those people. That they lost.
I hadn't heard about that.
Oh, yeah, no, well, I'll bring that up next time. That's a whole freaking thing. They lost the
Okay.
case on that. All right, that's why I didn't bring it up. I thought everybody knew. So, the other eBay thing that I saw out there this week was eBay 2004 Summer Seller Update. It included changes to the user agreement, right? So everybody got, I'm sure you had to re-sign your user agreement. I got 3 emails about it, right? So marketing analysis, eBay is restructuring in advertising and promotion. Promoted listings campaigns have now been managed under the new advertising tab with the Seller Hub promotion. It's been renamed to discounts under the marketing tab. New tools that are coming out. There's a new messaging interface. I don't know if you've seen that. It's a little different. It's more like thread between buyers instead of emails. Earnings report will be available under the payments in My eBay Seller Hub. This report provides detailed insights into earnings, expenses, refunds, trends, helping sellers track profitability more effectively. That's cool. A cool thing.
Hang on, let's back up there because I've already got some experience with the whole new email texting thing. It's more like text. You will need to go in, ladies and gentlemen, and tell it that you want to receive notifications, because unlike the email style where it actually sent you an email and said you got a message or whatever, if you enable it, this one here will not send you any notification. It'll just pop up on your eBay, a little number on your phone. It doesn't send you any notification unless you enable notifications.
Okay.
If you enable notifications, though, this was really neat because I did have an interaction with another eBayer that popped up when they first sent the thing. It said enable notifications. I said, sure, why not? I did it. It pops up on your phone, or it did for me, an extra texting thing. It takes you inside eBay, and it works like we're familiar with I'll say old school texting. It's not as advanced as the new Android text platform or the iPhone upgraded iMessaging platform, but it's very reminiscent of text messaging circa probably 2015 to 2020, somewhere right in there, before they did all the new updates. So pretty cool, actually. And if they've got enabled notifications and they come back on, it's instantaneous. It's not waiting on emails to go back and forth.
That's good, because I don't know how many times you send somebody they'll send you a thing, you send them a thing, and then it's a waiting game. So I have to turn my notifications on.
Well, I don't know how to do it without getting one because, like I said, it popped up for me. So I'm sure there's a way to do it. We'll just have to figure out how to go in and do it, and we'll let you viewers know.
Regulations, international shipping, and auction payments was coming up.
There we go. There we go. Right? Sweet.
So the new eBay international shipping, a new toggle switch, which allows sellers to previously excluded shipping locations seamlessly under the eBay international shipping distribution, simplifying global distribution. That's what I got from that. The auction payments, eBay is testing a change where the buyer must be a preferred payment and shipping details before bidding. After the winter After winning, buyers have a short window to adjust these details. Otherwise, the orders are processed automatically. So, with auction, not with buy it now. So, I mean, they're still working on it. It should be once somebody buys it, they should have to pay for it.
They did. I think they have gone back to that because I did an offer. I bought something this week. My wife likes regular coffee. I like cold brew coffee. So I bought a cold brew coffee maker for myself. I'm not going to be selling it in my store, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry. Great guy who just started selling. I gave him his third recommendation. So
Nice.
been talking to him a little bit, might get him on the show. I bought it from him and I made the offer, and it asked me, or it told me basically, when you make this offer, by clicking the offer, you agree for us to charge your card immediately. So I think they've gone back to the whole thing of that. If they accept, you get charged. I think they've gone back to that.
Yeah, but I think it's because you're newer. Around user agreement, AI usage disclosure, eBay has clarified how to use artificial intelligence to enhance service and personalized user experience. You talked on that. Purchase conditions, they've updated prohibited content, additional guidelines on what's prohibited as conduct and content to our user agreement. The seller update, nothing exciting I saw in there. Few enhancement for tools for sellers. Overall, that's what I got.
Sweet. Just checking the eBay console right here, right quick, see if there's anything in here. Looks like eBay admin did something 9 hours ago. We talked about Venmo.
Yeah, we talked about that last episode.
That's what I thought. So they're moving forward with Venmo on that. Just in here, they're talking about stuff that you've already basically talked about, a lot of it. The selling limits were increased. We talked about that last time.
Yeah.
Hello Alice is doing a whole bunch of stuff. They're going to be teaming up with Hello Alice even more.
Cool.
Stay tuned for future updates. They have updated the tracking package feature to include all of the shippers approved by eBay. That apparently was a problem. We're just trying to see if there's anything in here we've not talked about.
I got one more thing. You ready?
Go ahead.
Online sellers face higher shipping costs on July 1st. So USPS is implementing an increase for shipping labels purchased through online marketplaces. Postage is effective July 1st, 2024, which is earlier than the general USPS rate hike set for July 14th. Here's a quick breakdown of it, right? So I went through and looked at it. Priority mail and ground advantage. Rates for shipments up to 10 pounds will increase, varying on the weight in the zone, but you'll see an increase there. The priority flat rate envelope is going to go to $8.18. The large flat rate box is going to $20.69.
So what's going to happen with our discounts that we give on shipping?
What I'm talking about is eBay specifically. First class and eBay standard envelope rates by the shipping calculator on July 14th. So the standard envelope card thing is going to go up a little bit. Media mail is going up by 9.9%. Signature confirmation, if you use that, is going from $350 to $370. And the insurance, if you want to add more insurance, is decreasing by 10%.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you remember way back in one of our episodes, I'm wanting to say it was even before we hit double digit. You and I talked about USPS coming into the market, doing their ground advantage, trying to compete with UPS and FedEx, and how they were so much cheaper right now. But you and I said, you specifically said, because you deal in the logistical shipping all the time with your company, and you said they cannot sustain these prices for long term. They're going to try to get some market share, and then they're going to raise their rates. So Ben's actually predicted this 6 months ago, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah,
and here we see it happening.
Exactly. And even pirate ship, they're saying July 1st change, ground advantage rates increase by up to $2.11 for heavier shipment, and by an average of 33 cents for light shipments in zone 6 and 8. Priority mail is to increase by up to $3.10.
And it happening. This is why you need to tune into our shows. This is why you need to tune into our shows. Watch all of them. Go back and watch them again.
Yeah.
Watch them over and over again, because you're going to hear things that, because of the jobs that we deal in, Ben's in logistics, me in financial services and finance and all that stuff, and dealing with all that, you're going to hear tidbits that we're catching from our jobs, bringing it over here and applying it to eBay, because this is the kind of stuff you got to be aware of. Because here's my concern, and this should be you guys' concern as well. With this going up, what is going to happen to our discounts? We don't know yet. Is it going to still apply, or are we just going to end up for the first little while eating some cost and it costing us shipping while they're adjusting everything? Because it has happened before, ladies and gentlemen, where eBay goes in and adjusts stuff, and all of a sudden we get caught with our pants down and have to bail ourselves out coming out of our own pocket. Because eBay, I love them, but they do not hurt themselves. We've learned that already.
No,
They
for
do
sure.
not.
They're a business to make money. That's what it comes down to. But hey, and it could be worse. They're not going up that much percentages. So just be cognizant about it. If you do calculated shipping, it'll just change in the rate table and it won't matter. But say you've been saying anything under a pound for $4 for medium mail because it was only $3.98. That's going to go up by 10%. So it's going to be 40 cents more. So now you're going to need to look at that. Maybe you need to go $4.50 for under a pound, $6 for 2 pounds. But because I give away a discount, and especially with eBay, it's either all or none for USPS. You can do a percentage for each individual carrier, but if you say you give the 20% off, you're going to give 20% off medium mail because there's no discount to begin with. So just be cognizant of that. You just got to keep watching and reading and looking, right? So if anybody's surprised that the rate's going up, I mean, I've been doing this 3 years, and I was surprised January 1st that it didn't go up for me for anything. The postal service, the ground.
You were predicting it.
Yeah,
You were
it didn't
predicting it
happen,
already.
but
Yeah.
they held it for a while.
I think you're right. I think they did it to garner market share.
Yeah.
They realized they were losing some stuff and that they were already doing it, so they were already doing what it takes to do it, so they could do this service. They introduced it at a rate where they weren't really making any money, and they waited till packages got to a certain number per day, per whatever. And now it's there, and because I can't tell you the last time I had a buyer select UPS or FedEx.
Yeah,
And I've even stopped offering it, but I may need to go back and offer it now, because with these increases, it may be getting closer, because I know UPS and FedEx have started to lower their rates a little bit because USPS entered the market, and to be competitive, and we all know about competition, ladies and gentlemen.
Yep.
Competition, and so they lowered their rates a little bit. USPS is bringing their rates up. Where are we falling on the spectrum now?
Heavy stuff, though, definitely still UPS is better. Like I
UPS
sold
or
a printer,
USPS?
UPS. I sold a printer that was like 38 pounds, and I had it only being shipped by USPS. Well, that person bought the printer because of the shipping. They wanted to knock off some money. I'm like, what? But the shipping was $98 to ship back, and that same package was $32 through UPS. So once you get over a certain dimension, a certain size, the post office doesn't want to mess with it. So just be sure that you're offering all the different ones.
No, the post office doesn't want to mess over you get over a certain set of dimensions, get over a certain poundage. They don't want to mess, even though they say up to 70 pounds, they really start rating you up. The reason is because they're using the little mail trucks. Let's face it.
Or people's cars. Like, they don't have the vans like UPS does. So, all right. Well, that's been a very informative hour. You got anything else?
That's a great show, man. I mean, there's a lot of information in this one, ladies and gentlemen, but it does date back to some others. Go back and watch them again.
Yeah.
We always make sure, and I know I'm harping on that, but it's not to get views, because we're not making a whole lot of.
We got 100 watch hours. We need 4,000. So we ain't going to get there.
But you can go back and do your research. That's why we do this show. This is not hey, look what I sold and I made $1,000 this week. Desert Sellers, love you, girl. Every time it's, oh, look, I had a $2,000 week and you didn't. And I want to be like,
you just need better stuff.
Oh, I just think she gets lucky. I mean, I don't know. I mean,
watch her though. The thing, yes, she has a $2,000 week, but a lot of this stuff she pays up for. She goes on the $18 day at the freaking bins and buys something that sells it for $50. I don't want to do that. If I'm selling $50, I want to spend $5. I might go $10, but I'm not going to spend 20 to make 50. Just doesn't make
Well,
sense.
and that's why I'm trying to get more specific, ladies and gentlemen, because when you're sourcing wide, like Ben's is
Shotgun.
doing well, getting
Shotgun.
all these things for $1 or $5, but when you're sourcing wide, you're limiting how much you can spend in certain categories. And I'm noticing that a lot of these people bidding on stuff, they're selling them and they're buying these higher dollar items. And especially when I'm talking about jewelry, I'm being very selective because they're buying these high dollar items, which is only leaving them like $5 to $10 on the bone to make. There's no meat on the bone.
No.
And so I'm like, why are you doing that? That's crazy. Here's the thing. I get an item delivered to my door for free, like I did several times. And one lady, bless her heart, dropped off a bunch of clothes. That's how I got the ladies' clothes. That's how I got started. Thank you. Appreciate it. If you ever stumble on this podcast, you're the greatest. I'll take some more, by the way, even though I'm trying to get out of it. I'll be glad to take more free. But here's the thing. If it's a $10 shirt, I can sell it and make $5 to $10 because I got it for nothing.
Yeah.
If you're sourcing an item and you're running the bid up on these auction sites to where you only got $5 to $10 left on the bone, it's still the same thing. You're only making $5 to $10. Stop it.
Yeah.
Just let it go. I bid what I bid now. I figure up, I got my little calculator, my little spreadsheet that I use, but I plug in there. It tells me what my max bid is. I put it in there. If somebody bids over, I don't go back and bid more. Do not do that. Don't fall into that. I fell into that several times and ended up selling items for making nothing. Don't do that. But I don't know. To me, it sounds crazy to buy a $200 item for $185.
And by the time you pay the fees and everything, you might as well just not done it.
But they are
I
doing
agree.
it.
I'm trying to buy cheap and sell high.
But
It's my-
yeah, running her anywhere. If we're together and we're running anywhere, I'll say hello to her. I'll say, hey, I've watched you for years. But I do think she buys stuff like you're saying. She goes the high dollar day, buys stuff, and she's not got a whole lot of markup. You need to be using the 3 to 4.
Yeah.
Do 3 minimum, at least times 3. At least. I know he's 10, but you're not going to buy high dollar items times 10 unless you just really get lucky and they don't know what they got at all.
A little ether. You just put a
Like an SNL skit, nap time. Spray it on a cloth. Put it on your, yeah. Right.
All right. You
But
got
it
any
has-
other added value for this evening?
I don't. I think it's been a great show. I've learned a lot. I hope you guys have, and I hope you enjoy listening to us as much as we enjoy doing this for all of you. Hi, Mike, Derek, if you're listening, what's up? And anybody else, the guy that likes for me to vape, I tried to make sure I got enough vape in for you tonight. You may have been being sarcastic, but I really try to make my lungs hurt just for you. It's all about the love, baby. Ben's
See?
is still with his blue cup.
Steve, you're out there.
Although I'm truly trying to talk him into going back to Wendy's, but
Actually, I only ate Wendy's once this week.
I ate Wendy's.
I'm
that
bad.
biggie bag.
I'm a bad influence on you.
I had
Did
that
you look
biggie
at
bag, man.
You look at her neck thing? It says mom.
No,
yeah,
I didn't see
yeah.
it.
Damn it. Look
Oh,
the
yeah.
next time.
I didn't see it. I just enjoyed my biggie bag, my bacon net. What is it? What is it? The junior bacon cheeseburger.
JBC, baby.
So,
Bacon cheeseburger.
my little
That's
4-piece
fun.
nuggets and my little
4-piece
fries to
nuggets?
dip in the barbecue sauce.
Barbecue,
large,
sweet and sour. Sweet and sour.
Large sweet tea.
Sweet and sour. I get the sweet and sour. I eat the nuggets without them. I like to dip my fries in the sweet and sour.
That's what I do. I eat the nuggets without the barbecue and dip my fries in the barbecue.
It's exciting, compelling content.
Let us know if we're the only ones that do that. Tell us
Yeah.
how weird we are. We love
Yeah.
you comment.
Hey, leave a comment. We didn't
Yeah,
have none this week.
What? No, that's right. You didn't read any, so we didn't
No,
get
I
it this
went
week.
look.
I mean, gosh darn it. No comment.
No,
Well, you did get the podcast out a little late, though, didn't you?
I did. I got it out late.
Yeah. Go
That's
back and
my
watch
fault.
it.
I
To
got
speak with
sidetracked
you
with
again.
cards. I get shiny objects, family. And when I get into something, I go way in. Like I probably spent $300 on a scanner, probably like $500. invested in this.
Should I even bring up the calculator, do the math on how many cards you're going to sell to make that money back? No.
I'll make that money back. I told you I
You
can return
will.
it.
That is the thing. And as we always say, pocket change.
Yep.
Everything sells eventually.
Eventually. And the scanner, I was doing some scanning of some. I have probably like 1,000 comic books. I should probably list. I got everything that I should list. And then I get excited. Like, I'm excited about these cards, and then I'll list 1,000.
You are a Walmart, dude. I mean,
Yeah.
you are. You're like a Wally World. You got a little bit of everything. He's got something for everyone. Go visit CJ Ben's Finds. I guarantee you, if you're looking for an item, you'll find it, or you'll find something that you really want at his store.
If you know, if there's something you're looking for, like my mother-in-law was like, "Hey, I got a friend that likes horses. Man, I shipped her all kinds of horse statues. I had a 36-inch leather horse that was worth like $200, but I didn't want to ship it, so I put it in a big box with a bunch of horse plates. I sent her all kinds of stuff. She's like, "What is it?" I'm like, "Well, you said your friend liked horses, and it was her birthday." She's like, "This is like 3 years worth of birthday presents."
Ben's can find it. I had him find something for my dad for Christmas, a Weepy the Wee Weir, and he found it. The little wee wee dog. Found 2 of them. I gave him both of them. I was like, "Here you go. Here's one to play with."
And it only took me like months to ship it to you.
Yeah.
He's like, "Hey, get near Christmas, and you haven't shipped that yet." Oh, I'll do that. Don't worry.
But he's got one to play with and one to put up to.
Again, thank you guys for stopping by.
Absolutely.
We really enjoyed this time with you guys, and hopefully you enjoy it with us. So
click the bell, click the like button. You're not gonna want to miss a single episode. I promise.
And that was click the bell, because it kind of sounded like little click the bell.
Click the bell. Click the bell. Click the bell.
Ding-a-ling. All right. See y'all later. Bye.
Peace.